Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is probably going to be one of the biggest unboxing videos that we've actually done on the channel in a long time. Now this is not a mystery box unboxing, this is actually going to be something that a company has sent me, a pretty big name in Airsoft, as you can probably see right here. Lancer Tactical, very well known, they make a lot of good AEGs. And they have sent me one product before actually, which I've reviewed, which was one of their Gen 4 Lancer Tactical AEGs, gave that away to a member, and they reached out again and said, hey, can we send you a couple more things to review? So I think I know what's in this box, and I am going to be reviewing what's in here, but this is going to be more of an unboxing video just to see what they've sent me to look at. So it's going to be a little bit of a surprise for me, it's going to be a surprise for you guys, and it's a huge box. Like this thing, I think is like 38 pounds. Like it weighs an absolute ton. So I think hopefully I'm gonna have like maybe one or two replicas in here. I'm presuming at least one because otherwise they've sent me a massive box for only having no replicas in it, which would be a bit crazy. But I'm quite excited to see what's in here. I think one of the replicas or the replica they've sent me is the PPK20. Which I'm very, very excited to look at. The other thing they did mention is that they have one right now, which is not an AEG. Now, mostly Lancer Tactical are known, I would say, for having they're very well priced, like a competitive price point. A lot of people getting into Airsoft for the first time will buy Lancer Tacticals because they're very good performance-wise out of the box. They don't need a lot of work. They don't need a lot of effort to get to where they are. They're coming with MOSFETs installed, and they're now on their Gen 4 kind of internals. So that's what they're known for. They're not known for gas blowbacks, or not so far known for gas blowbacks. And definitely on this channel, I have kind of gone from being an AEG person over to being someone who is into gas blowbacks. So when they said, hey, we might have a gas blowback to send you, I said, absolutely, I would love to have a look at that. Anything else in this box is going to be giveaway for members. So if you do want to become a member, wow, this is a lot of stuff. If you do want to become a member of the channel, definitely hit the join button. We'll be doing a raffle kind of giveaway thing for this. So it looks like they've sent me some pretty cool stuff. Okay, so they've actually sent me a LiPo charger. So I have a couple of these, but I didn't know they actually had one that was like an in-house LiPo charger that Lancer Tactical did. They seem to be doing more and more stuff. I recently bought one of their tracer units, which has gone on my kind of truck gun EMG CGS thing. So that is pretty much your standard LiPo. It's got two LiPo charger. It's got two inlets there. Some of them have up to 4. But if you are running one of their replicas, I would suggest that you are using a LiPo, and they probably, I think now, are all linked to Dean's. And do not ever charge a LiPo battery on a regular charger. I actually did that once when I first got back into Airsoft, and it caught fire. And I was very, very lucky that where it was on a concrete floor. But I didn't even think about it because I was so used to just Airsoft being Airsoft that it didn't make any difference. And speaking of that, they have actually sent me what looks to be a lithium polymer battery, so a LiPo. And it looks like this is actually a LiPo safety case included with it. They're definitely doing a lot of in-house stuff now. So here is the LiPo safety bag. So basically, whenever you're charging a LiPo, you want to put it in here, because if it does catch fire, this is going to stop the fire from spreading. Like these things, when they catch fire, it's not like a normal fire. Like putting these things out is pretty scary. I don't know, you've maybe seen some of the videos on YouTube where, you know, someone's e-scooter catches on fire or something like that, and the fire department literally have to submerge it in water. Like water itself won't do it. And here is an 11.1 volt 300 milliamp hour battery. I'll put links to all of this stuff down below as well. Obviously, this is just an initial unboxing of just some of the nice stuff they've sent me. This is all, I haven't paid for any of this. They've sent it to me. That's the only agreement, is they were going to send it to me and I'd make some videos about it. So I've got no reason to be kind of like singing praises, even though this is an unboxing video. So it's quite hard for me to sing praises when I'm just looking at stuff. I suppose build quality is a big one. Okay, so I did not know they were sending any of this stuff. So this is all good extra stuff that I'm getting here. And it looks like they now also make a Lancer Tactical Full Face Pro. Obviously, if you're playing Airsoft, you need Full Face Pro. And I would say some sites, if you're older than 18, they'll let you get away with just eye protection. Myself, if you want to go and watch the video, I've done a whole video on like the Eye Pro, Face Pro that I run myself personally. I don't use a full face mask like this, mainly because I sweat so much and fog up so much. Some people fog-wise are fine with this, but for some reason I put so much sweat down my face that it's like I'm having to like get it off and rub it. So I actually have like an air inflow system. But this, for someone starting out, is perfect. So you know what we could actually do? And probably that's what I'm going to do as a member giveaway then, is we'll do face protection. If there's an AEG in here, I'll do the AEG with its own battery, with the charger, with the LiPo safe bag. So it's basically you can get into Airsoft here, here's one package and you're good to go. Because I feel like that would actually be pretty awesome. Even if a lot of our members are quite experienced Airsoft players, but even with that, you know, they have a cousin or a nephew or a son or a daughter or someone they know who's wanting to get into it. It is quite prohibitive. Like the price of getting into Airsoft can be quite a lot. So this to me sounds like gas. I've actually missed doing the unboxings on the channel recently. A lot of people have said to me, hey, why aren't you doing unboxings anymore? And I kind of have said, look, okay, so this is their own brand silicon oil green gas, PSI 171. I haven't tried this, so actually that'll be another video. We'll do testing this versus the normal green gases that I use and just see what the actual power is like, maybe on the on this in comparison to that, and what the consistency is like. I've had that as a lot of questions recently. People are like, hey, which green gas do you use? And before I was always like, it's green gas. Like I don't really care who it's from, but they've given me 3 bottles here. And actually that's a good video to do, is just to compare green gases. So I have never used Lancer Tactical's green gas before. I have used their BBs, their Tracer BBs, which I've had actually just a very good experience with. So I definitely like those. Okay, this is awesome. So this is a Tracer unit. Spitfire Tracer, 14mm counterclockwise. I'm going to open this up just because I want to see what it's like. I also do want to do some gameplay. So if there is a gas blowback in here, which I'm 99% sure there is, then what I'm going to do is probably play a game with it indoor, and I will get some footage of that. So when they actually emailed me, they said, hey, you know, if you're going to get some gameplay for it, what do you need? And this is actually a Tracer unit. It's got like a dragon on there with a flame coming out of its mouth. It looks like it's got muzzle flash on it. This will be another review, but it is the Spitfire Tracer. It doesn't actually have any Lancer Tactical branding on it. This one, it just says made in China. So I don't know if it's directly made by them or it's just a preferred one that they use. But that will be maybe a giveaway actually, or in the giveaway package that we'll do. But I mean, there is a lot of stuff in here. They've been very, very kind sending me this much stuff. So I don't know if I've got space for it, but it is great to have. Okay, this looks like BBs. So this is what I've used before. And I've actually got these in my cupboard over there. So these are their Tracer .25s. So that's what I'm going to try and do. I'll probably try and do a gas blowback gameplay video with the gas blowback that's in here, using Tracer BBs with that Tracer unit on the front of it. And then we can actually not just like review what the product is, but actually see what it's like in gameplay. So that's 2 things of BBs in there. This is, again, BBs, I'm presuming. Like, this is a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Okay, so these are BBs as well. And this says it's their new Pro Series. 1 kilogram Pro Series. The weight on this is 2.5s as well. So I don't think these are Tracer. So if I wanted to use these not with a Tracer, I could use these. So probably what we'll do is we'll use these to test when we do the video. And when I do gameplay, I'll use the Tracer unit and the Tracer BBs. So that's there. I don't know where I'm going to put... I need to keep holding this box, I think. Okay, so... It looks like there's a couple of magazines in here, and there looks like there is 2 more boxes potentially. So this looks right here like it is one of the, hopefully one, if not the only, replica that's in here. So this is their Gen 3. So they have a Gen 4 now, but I think that is only on their AR models. I haven't seen it on other models, and I don't think that this is an AR from what I was emailing with them. It says Battle X on it. In terms of an actual thing on the side, I know what it is because this is what they've emailed me for, and I've just seen the name on the side. But this was something a bit different that actually I don't have in terms of like a base replica. And when they said, hey, do you want to review this? I said yes, because I don't have one. So as you can see here, this is a PPK-20. And this is a really, really interesting replica. I am a bit of like an AK kind of fanboy now. Like I've kind of turned into that. I never used to be like a guy about AKs, but now I definitely am. And this obviously is not your standard AK. This is like the SMG kind of variant. I think Spetsnaz use this. But what I saw when I first like actually came across it was like, this is a pretty interesting fire selector. Like, as you can see there, it has like almost a standard fire selector that you see more in like an AR kind of base platform. Because normally you have this AK selector that would just come up and down. This one here actually moves the selector on here. So I've always thought that was so strange, and it is really weird. It's weird how it like moves it as you're doing it. It takes more of your like 9mm style mag. This is an AEG version, and I think this is probably like their sport line or their cheaper version. The body is all polymer. It feels very solid, but it's definitely not full metal. It's not as it would be. Your hop-up adjustment is going to be in here. This isn't going to be a full review video of this, guys. This is just going to be an initial thoughts, because I will do a full review on this. And what I'll do is, if the gas blowback, which I think it is the same in terms of the same model, I'm going to do a like-for-like comparison on that. But this is kind of like your modern style. It's got iron sights on it. This is a very cool design here at the front of this rail system. Picatinny on top, so you could run your red dots or what you want. You've got M-lock mounts here, so you could mount lasers, flashlights. The stock is folding, which is cool, but I'm wondering where the battery goes in. So that locks in place, so it's a super little compact platform. You can just pull that open and that comes down. Or you can push the button, but it's a rip stop, yeah. And then battery-wise, okay, this adjusts here. Maybe the battery goes in the top cover, or maybe into this position. Okay, I'm gonna, oh. Okay, battery's gonna go in there. So it looks like you're gonna need that long type battery. That's going to be Deans, which is great that they're actually doing Deans now and people aren't stopping from doing Deans, which annoys me so much, or still doing Tamiya. But that is actually quite cool, that location where you're going to have that battery. So actually the stock fully is usable. I was thinking, is there a wire here? Because if they're using this area as the stock, is the battery holder, then that's kind of annoying. But you have that wire there. They give you actual good BBs with this, so that's great. Because mostly, like, you're not actually going to get good BBs. So the fact that they're giving you proper Pro Series BBs for their own brand is great. And then you've got a cleaning rod in here, and then the replica. So I haven't looked up prices of this yet. I would expect this is probably maybe around your 300 mark, around there. And we'll see the performance, etc., kind of when I test this. But get ready to see that. It is the Gen 3... Lancer Tactical PPK-20. They also here have like a build your loadout with Lancer gear. So they're obviously doing like everything in-house now, because they're making shamars, helmets, goggles, hydration backpacks, SWAT balaclava, hydration bladder, single point slings, gun holsters, tactical vest, knee pads, gloves, and rigger's belt. So, I mean, you can probably get everything in one go. I don't think they sell directly. I think they're selling through suppliers. So I don't know if you go to their website, I'll put a link to it below, but I don't know if you go to their website, if you can actually buy directly from them. If not, I will put links to these products specifically in this video for what we have here, and then also in the review videos that I do later, we'll do that too. They've sent me some spare mags for that, which is great. So I've got 4 mags there, plus the 5th one in there. The capacity on these, I would expect is around 100 maybe. It says 9x19 because that's 19 by 9mm, which would be the real steel version. But they're very light mags. These are all mid caps. Yeah, these are all mid cap mags. So this is gonna be good for the testing. And then I think this is the final thing in here. So I'm gonna try and get this out now. But this is a bigger box for sure, this guy. They've started doing like pistols and things as well in, like they have the Cthulhu. One sec, I'm just gonna pause. Sorry, my kid just ran in again. So it seems like he does that every single video. Gets back from school exactly when I'm filming these. So this is the big box. I think that this is where the gas blowback is located. And this is what I'm excited about. When they were said, okay, we can send you this stuff, I was like, okay, well, this is the one. I'm hoping it's this one, oh my gosh. Hard case. So this weighs a lot. So this is the Well Pro, I presume made by Lancer Tactical, LT PPK20 GM. And this is pretty serious. Like, this is definitely a very, very nice case. I don't get a lot of replicas that are sent in cases like this. And this is definitely a level up in terms of like build. This is the manual that you get here. Lancer Tactical product. Well Pro. This magazine is chunky, like it's heavy, this guy. Full metal. No gas in it. I kind of want to just test it quickly to show you guys what it's like. Let me grab some gas. Okay, so I was just grabbing this gas, and as I was grabbing it, I just thought, why am I going to do that when they just sent me a load of gas, which is Lancer Tactical gas, which I presume is what this would be used for. And I shouldn't really, in an unboxing video for Lancer Tactical, be doing other people's gas, so we can do that. I'm just going to put this in here for now. I'm going to have a look at this thing quickly. Looks like it's a removable base plate. And as I said, like, this isn't going to be a review video. Got the valve, the gas inlet there. Okay. And yeah, I'm definitely a lot more excited about this guy. Like, not that I'm not excited about getting an AEG replica, but definitely a lot more excited. So the operator's manual, which I probably should read, but I'm not going to right now. We have a cleaning rod. We have a couple of these little gel ball guys. We have some BBs that actually, I presume if they're Lancer Tactical, then they're going to be the same. But this does look like your generic, like, okay, don't use the BBs in here. There is an orange flash hider here. There is no replacement flash hider, it doesn't look like. So this is the one that you've got. Looks like they've put it in here with some glue. So it almost looks there like it might be glued plus like a grub screw in there. So I'm going to take a look at that and see if I can figure out how to get that off, because I don't want that on there. And then this again has got that very cool fire selector. This one is full metal upper, full metal lower, plastic pistol grip, plastic stock, and it's the same design. I'd say this one feels a bit more like solid. I mean, it feels just as solid. Like, it's a very similar design. In the next video, I'll do like a side by side. I'll kind of get them both out and show what they look like side by side. I'll get them out side by side, show them what they look like side by side. That didn't really make any sense at all. This dust cover, again, this is where I'm like, okay, I should be reading the owner's manual before doing this stuff, so I don't necessarily want to break anything. Okay, I'm going to leave that for now. Which way did I put this in? There we go. Need to put this in here, and then that down there. But I mean, the actual feel and design of it is very cool. I have to say, it reminds me of like a little MP5 version of an AK. Like an MP5 kind of style 9mm mag. It's definitely different, again, which I really like. Like, it's not the same. This front iron sight I really like, because it's obviously like part of the rail, but it's not really going to get in the way of a red dot, I don't think. I don't know how to do a bolt release on this or dry fire it. I've just thought, I'm like, okay. So you can't really fire select it there. You have to do the newer fire selector. I presume this is full auto and then that's semi-auto like it is on the normal one. Bolt's cool. Okay, so that's giving me the click of death because obviously I can't do a dry fire on an AK. Like, the bolt doesn't hold back like it does on an AR platform. So after saying I want to put gas in it and tell you guys what it sounds like, I may have to put BBs in here, or I may have to work out how there's not something on the mag. Oh, maybe there is. No. Can I lock this down? There isn't like a locking position for this. So maybe I'll leave it till the next video, guys. So you'll have to subscribe, like, get ready to see what this is like. But the magazines feel solid. The actual replica feels solid. I don't know the price point on this, and I'll have to check that out as well. But I'm excited to try this one out, and I'm going to try and do some gameplay video of this, put that tracer unit on. So to be honest, it doesn't matter that much that I don't have a flash hider, but they've got kind of your standard birdcage, like A2 flash hider here. So I want to get that off and then replace it. So I'm going to look into that, but that does look like glue, which I'm not necessarily concerned about, but I might have to look into how to get that removed. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Lancer Tactical for sending me all this great stuff. As I said, look forward to videos that are going to be coming out. I'm going to have a review video of this, review video of the AEG. I'm going to have a comparison of the two, what FPS they're firing out, what the rate of fire is like, everything along there. And then I'm going to be reviewing the gas. I already know the BBs are great. I'll do a little review of the tracer, and then we'll be doing a members giveaway, which is going to be, I think, the AEG with the battery, the charging bag, the actual charger, and the Face Pro, so someone can go out and play, and we'll throw in the BBs. We don't need gas because that's an AEG, but that's it. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a great day wherever you are, and please subscribe if you're not. Goodbye.